Tate McRae's glow up wasn't luck, it was strategy. Her look went from forgettable to iconic. Her energy shifted from sad and overlooked to confident, flirty, and unforgettable. So how exactly did she do it? In this video, we're gonna be breaking down the psychology behind the Tate McRae glow up. How a small, simple shift in mindset, self-presentation, and performance can take someone from forgettable to the girl everyone admires and talks about. The first secret that set foundation for Tate's glow up hides in her past. At just 10 years old, she launched her YouTube channel, sharing covers and original songs. She released music for years, song after song. Some songs went viral. Her early track, One Day, helped her land her first label deal. But here's the problem. The attention didn't stick to her. People knew the song, they just didn't know her. That was until Greedy. When Greedy took over TikTok, suddenly the attention wasn't just on the sound, it was on Tate. Her face, her energy, her presence. So what changed? Greedy wasn't just a good song, it was a statement. Tate's shift from sad girl energy to I know you like me energy. And that shift didn't happen by accident. She embodied a new version of herself, bolder, fuller, more unapologetic, and she gave that version a name.
I have an alter ego. Her name is Tatiana.
In psychology, this is called the alter ego effect, a powerful mental framing tool used by elite performers and athletes. Previously seen from Halsey, Beyonce, when you adopt an alter ego, you're creating a psychological distance from your everyday identity. That increased distance helps you break free from your limiting beliefs, your fears, and emotional baggage that you carry around with your identity, preventing you from living your dream life. The alter ego allows you to be more daring and step into a character with presence, power, and purpose, even when your normal self might feel insecure or unsure. And while energy is powerful, energy alone did not transform Tate into the it girl that we see today. Here's where Tate made her next power move, not on stage, but in the way that she positioned herself. Because once you have the energy, you need the image to match. Tate started aligning herself with the brands that weren't just trendy, they were premium. Think Adidas, Skims, F1. Her strategic partnerships with beauty and fashion brands began to tell a clear story. This is a girl associated with power, femininity, luxury, and performance. It's a concept in psychology called classical conditioning. Classical conditioning is when your brain associates two things that are repeatedly paired together and it starts responding the same way to both. Tate's fans didn't just see her as that girl with a viral TikTok song anymore. They started to see her as someone who belonged in the same conversation as icons. She wasn't crying over boys in baggy hoodies anymore. She was styled, curated, and intentional. A girl who breaks hearts in heels, not cries over stupid boys. A girl you look up to, not down with. And here's the best part. You don't need brand deals to recreate this for yourself. Ask yourself, what have you been repeatedly pairing yourself with? And are those associations helping you? However, while Tate's confident energy and premium image definitely made people pay attention, attention isn't the same as obsession. She's gotten attention before. Viral hits, label deals, flashes of fame, but the recognition never really stuck with her. So what made this era different? Here's the truth. In a world flooded with content, people make snap judgments in seconds, and they forget just as fast. If you don't give them something visually distinct to grab onto, they scroll right past. That is exactly what Tate stopped letting happen. She started dressing in ways that not only flattered her, but aligned with her color season. The big part of her glow up. Something that celebrity stylists and influencers use to always look their best. In color seasons, Tate is a true autumn, which is pretty similar to me actually, meaning she shines in muted and warm tones. Her hair was changed to match her palette perfectly, giving us what we know today as the iconic Tate McRae hair. But alignment with colors alone is not enough to be memorable. Being memorable isn't just about looking good, it's about creating a repeatable aesthetic language. Some something people start to associate with you the moment that they see it. For Tate, this became a sporty aesthetic with hockey and racing elements paired together with chic early 2000s. Once you tie yourself to a unique aesthetic, all that matches that aesthetic in the environment becomes a trigger for remembering you, making you impossible to forget. But Tate didn't just change how she looked, her vibe, and her associations. She finally tapped into a part of herself that had been hidden in the plain sight. Something that had always set her apart, but something that she's been holding back. Her trump card, her dancing. To achieve what she had in the dance industry by such a young age, she's danced on stage with Justin Bieber and went to the finals in So You Think You Can Dance. Tate had to be exceptional, but when she began touring with her first albums, something strange happened. She stopped dancing. She would walk on the stage, sing, and perform, but the movement, the magic, the edge that had always made Tate was missing. As she later admitted in an interview, that made her uncomfortable. And here's a psychological truth that is so easy to forget. Emotions are contagious. When someone on stage feels out of place, the audience feels it too. You can't fake alignment, and when you're toning yourself down, it shows. But then we get the shift. She started dancing again, and not just as background movement, but front and center. Her choreographies went viral, her performances became visual experiences, not just songs. And suddenly, she looked at home on stage. And of course, with visibility comes criticism. Haters started to appear. A lot of people criticized her performance like, oh, she dances too much. But here's the thing. If no one dislikes you, you probably haven't made enough people care. The next secret that Tate tapped into to become her magnetic self is something that most successful people do as well. One thing that made all of this possible, Tate didn't just want to be famous. She didn't just hope her time would come. She knew it. And that belief didn't just disappear when things were moving slowly for her. It didn't break when people overlooked her or misunderstood her. Her belief became a self-fulfilling prophecy, a concept in psychology when your internal certainty becomes the lens through which you act, show up, and move through life, ultimately making it your reality. Because when you deeply believe that something is possible, you make decisions, you take risks, and stay consistent in a way that pulls that future towards you. But if you want to know how to cultivate unshakable confidence and become the girl that everyone wants to be or wants to be with, check out my Regina George video next. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you so much for all of you guys who have subscribed to the channel and left such nice comments. I'm always so excited to make these videos, and I'm so happy that you guys like them. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.